Good morning, YouTube out there. Hope everyone's having a good day, and I thought I would talk about another continuation to my adaptation video because I'm going to put it from this perspective instead of just personally my perspective, but like when you go on vacation somewhere, how much can you do on the vacation because of limitations in historical buildings or, you know, pre-ADA compliancy type stuff. My point is, you try to build a good adaptation of living with your disability and having a life like everybody else. And that's the one thing that I've always kind of lived my life by is it isn't by what they say, it's by what they do. In the aspect of if someone says, "Oh, I'll help you fix this or that for your wheelchair or whatever," and then the person never shows or doesn't show for 2 weeks. My point is that sometimes you got to stay on top of them in order to get what you want out of you know, living with your disability. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. If anything, I'm saying it gives you a different perspective of looking at the world. That's the one thing I've noticed from, like I mentioned in one of my previous videos about the architect that I got to meet when they were redesigning our high school. And like, that's the kind of stuff that people overlook. They just focus on the main aspect instead of how sometimes you have to customize the environment to fit the person that called you in the first place. If it's someone in a wheelchair, for example, or someone that needs things lower because they can't stand but to reach things, if they're quadril or paraplegics, for example. But I just wanted to give you guys a different perspective because I know one thing I always wanted to do and I got the chance to was go on a hockey rink and shoot a hockey puck around in an adaptive ice skating chair for people with disabilities. And that's my point with this video is just because you have a disability doesn't mean you can't adapt it to fit to what you like to do. And I'll make another video here in a few days. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Have a good day.